evening, everyone. Welcome to Launch Party, the Tuesday night edition of where we have a look back at some of our current launches, the ones that are, of course, still available. Now, before I go over anything, absolutely anything, we're going to go straight over to Debbie, because what we didn't have time to do with when it comes to Masterclass earlier on was the vote for demo of Masterclass show. So while they shut that door out there, we're going to go straight over to Debbie and we're going to do the vote for Masterclass, Debbie.
Yes, because we did miss this earlier on and we didn't want to rush Susie T. Is it Susie T that's back on the socials?
It is indeed.
So Susie T, we're going to give you a nice bit of time to do all the counting, and for anybody just joining us, we'll leave it for about 5 or 10 minutes. We're okay, aren't we? Because we've got plenty of time. We'll start with number 1 and the first of my masculine makes, which is using the beautiful Alcyon. Thank you. Alcyon 3D embossing folder with gilding waxes. So that's number 1. Number 2 was my fun, funky shirt card with a little bit of paper there. So that's number 2. Number 3, I used Bella Luna and some elements from Bella Luna for number 3. And then number 4 is the finished box now with all my stars stuck on there, using the large word dies. So number 4, number 3, number 2, or number 1, you decide.
I think for me it's got to be between 2 of them. I'm not going to say which 2, but yeah, it's going to be up to you guys at home. But yes, that was the vote for demo of the show for Masterclass earlier on. So we'll get the result in just shortly. However, welcome to Launch Party. As I said before, this is where we'll have a little look, a little recap as to our previous launches as of late, those that are still hanging in there across on our website. But when it comes to our website, have a look there, across there, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Everything that you're going to see within this show and so much more you're going to find within the actual shop the day. So that's between Wake Up Call, Masterclass and then this Launch Party. While you're there, what you're also going to see currently going on is the outlet sale, where we've got up to 70% off when it comes to those categories as well. And then what you will find is, although the prices is with up to 70% off, you'll still get your Club Inspire on top of that as always. And then talking about Club Inspire, we've got the wheel at the side here. It's the last time that you're going to be seeing it for this year, where we've been doing our 12 days of Christmas. Every single day we've been spinning that wheel live, and whatever it's landed on, that is then what you're going to get. Now today, it landed on, as we can see there, Move Up CI band. Now that just meant, though, it gives you a little bit of an indication of what it would be like if you were on that next level. Basically giving you an extra 5% when it comes to your Club Inspire discount. So you can see with the platinum up till midnight, it's 25%, gold's 20%, silver's 15%, and bronze is 10%. What I do want to say though, it is different from when we do a taster event. And the reason it is different is because you do need to put in a code. Now, the code you can see there is Xmas Inspire. And the reason you need that code, because it is a one-use only code. So make sure you are shopping savvily when it comes to the website, whether it's, of course, the collections on the show, whether it's one of those opportunities, perfect opportunities, and certainly with Christmas and New Year, you don't want to run out with any key essentials, so stock up on your card, your paper, your glue, your tape, foam pads, etc., and then taking advantage of that extra 5%. Now, if you don't quite know just yet what you're wanting, don't worry, you've got up till midnight tonight to use that code. But when it comes to the checkout, once you know what you want, once you've got it into the basket, in that promo code, put in Xmas Inspire, and that will take off that extra 5%. And as we do usually say as well, it excludes any current launches and machines. What I would say with that, when it comes to any other company that I shop with online, when it comes to any promo codes, give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? It just says it's an invalid code. So give it a shot. It is going to work with all of everything on Shop the Day and that, but when it comes to machines or any relatively new launches, just give it a shot. If it works, bonus, brilliant. That works in your favour, but you've got up till midnight tonight to use that code. And that code you might be using when it comes to, well, something beautiful from Sheena. It's all about the butterflies. We've got the butterflies that we're going to have a look at, but as Debbie said a moment ago, we've got Susie T on the social this evening. So Susie T saying good evening to us all. We've got Suzette saying, hi Craig, Debbie, the CTV team, crafty friends from Prince Edward Island. Well, we've got myself and Debbie, of course. We've still got Nicola, we've got James, and we've got Tracy as well. Everyone else that has been about is now away home. So it's just us 5 for the rest of the day here. We've got Sarah is in saying, hi Craig, Debbie, and the CCTV team. I think that's Sarah Leahy. Sarah's on the craft along with me on Thursday. When it comes to the confetti border dies, what we'll need to do, once Debbie starts a demonstration, I'll nip out, and then later on within the show, I'll show you what the craft along project will be, and then the shopping list guide that you're going to need for Thursday's craft along will be up on social from tomorrow. So it's going to be lovely to see you, Sarah. Rosalind's in saying hello from Maryland, everyone. Paw Print ×4 is saying hi everyone from South Carolina. Cat Butts in from up in Montrose, and Kirsty D's in as well, saying good evening everyone. With Susie T at the helm here this evening, if there's anything you want to ask Debbie, any questions, anything you wanted to recap within any of the demos, fire them across, and then in our little breaks after Debbie's done our demonstrations, any of the questions, I will fire them across to Debbie. So you know where you are, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, that's where you need to leave your comments. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at these beautiful butterflies. Now, it was one of those bittersweet moments where the day that these launched, Sheena actually took unwell, so she had to go home. It did mean that I got to come in and do a considerable part of the launch day for these ones here. So it was sad that Sheena did have to go home unwell at the time. She's obviously absolutely fine now, and she's back tomorrow. It did mean, though, that I got to have a little bit of a play with these. And these ones, you know, and you might think, oh, I've got butterfly stamps and I've got the dies. This, for the stamp and the dies, just takes them in a different stratosphere, because you've got the dies that are separate. So cut it all out, just use the stamp, do the left fold, do the right fold, but then you've got your little dies as well to work with, the little stamps, as well as having the sentiments. 3 separate sentiments within each stamp and die set, although you can mix and match, and within each of them you're going to get a different designed butterfly. So you can see your second one there. That first one was the swallowtail butterfly. That one is the monarch butterfly. You've then also got the peacock butterfly. And then last but by no means least, you've also got the red admiral butterfly as well. So you've got your 3 different styles of the butterflies. You've got the dies, you've got the sentiments as well. You're going to get them for £60 or $70. Within that, today's price, you're saving over 10%. Your platinum price comes down to £48 or $56. And then, of course, if you're going to take into account that promo code Xmas Inspire at checkout, that will then give you an extra 5% off. They're also on Shop the Day, but when it comes to the beautiful butterflies, going across to Debbie, who you just love butterflies anyway, Debbie, don't you?
I do. If I'd have known that they were a bit of a launch day filler in for Sheena, I'd have been straight there if I'd known with the butterflies. They are big, they're bold, they're beautiful, and very useful in terms of crafting, and the fact that you've got stamps and dies to boot as well. Look at this. This is truly bold. I absolutely love this one, where that butterfly has been cut out, stamped and cut out, and then raised on the front, put some lovely feathers in the background. But look at the background. The background paper has been made using one of those fabulous smaller butterflies. Love that one. Again, lots of lovely ones from Sheila's fabulous design team in terms of how they use these. This is another beauty. Honestly, this is another beauty. That one has been done in white embossing powder. You know, the heat resistant resist. That's that kind of technique. Absolutely stunning. Whether you want to go bold, I mean, there's lots of butterflies on this. Look at this. I'm just going to open that right up so you can see it. Layer upon layer upon layer. That's right up my street, that one. Absolutely beautiful. What about taking your shimmer inks? Because that's got that lovely shimmering gold ink spray in the background there. Looks beautiful. Again, really bold, really bright. And then if you don't want to use the big ones, then take some of the smaller accent ones there. You can absolutely do that. And you've got all the dies in each one of those. And I'm going to use the Red Admiral because I love this one. But what you've got is the set of stamps with the big bold butterfly there. Then you've got the 2 next size down ones, so a nice kaleidoscope you can achieve with these. Then you've got these lovely sentiments that you're going to be able to use as well. And then for me, the magic is the dies. So each one of the dies, the stamps, has got its own coordinating butterfly die. However, the large one, now we could have done it as a full piece, but we didn't. I said we. Sheena didn't design it that way. It enables you to get creative, whether you have it cut out from the left-hand side or cut out from the right-hand side of your card, or as a collective, pop them together and cut out a solid piece as well.
Genius.
Absolutely genius. And I'm going to put those to one side because that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, I've already pre-stamped my red Admiral, and I've used alcohol ink to pre-stamp it. Look at that detail. It is beautiful, Craig. I absolutely love it. Now, again, I'm not going to colour first. Shall I do it properly? I think I better do it properly, Anta. Yeah, we'll do it properly. So I'm going to stick both down because I'm going to have a full solid butterfly cut out of this one. So I'm just going to pop on there some low tack tape. And I'm just going to line that up, and you'll be able to see that the image, the stamp image, fits just into there perfectly. Now, because it's in 2 parts, I am going to stick down 2 pieces top and the bottom of there, and then the same in here, and match that up so it meets in the middle. Actually, what I would be careful of, in fact, you know what I'm going to do, because I know what can happen here. You could potentially slide over, so I'm going to cut one at a time. I think that's going to be my safe bet with this one, Craig. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to do it this way because I know in the past I've spoilt things instantly because I've let them cross over.
Right, yes.
And they've moved, and because the power of the Gemini can move that across. And what does it take? A few seconds to run through.
Exactly.
It's no biggie having to wait, is it? And take them off and do them separately. So if I just save my little pieces of low tack tape. This is another little feature as well. So it could be that it hangs on the edge of your card. That looks really nice. Could snip those away, and that could be the edge of a card.
It could, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm not doing it on this one, I'm doing it as a full cut out. I'm now going to line up the second one, and I know now as well that nothing is going to cross over. I'm not going to damage the die. So we'll pop that one on, and then this one as well. Oh, Debbie, that's folded over.
I think for a new crafter, or a relatively new crafter at first, and you'll be forgiven for thinking, Debbie, when you've got like the butterfly die split in 2, it's a bit like, well, what can I really do with that? It's not until you think or you see and you think, actually, just by splitting it in half, okay, you can still use it as one, but it gives you all these different options.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, and that's the reason why we've done it that way. And it's just worth doing it in that the 2 parts as well, so it cuts that out completely solidly. I am going to make a little feature though, not with this side, but with this one, because that's going to cut out onto the edge of a card as well. So I'm going to keep that one just there for now, but for just the time being, I'm going to pop that back into there. Let me bring in my spare piece of colouring cardstock that I've been using all day, so let's just pop that underneath. I have got some of my tri-blends. I've got a tri-blend brush, and then I've got 2 tri-blends. One is the light yellow blend, one is the dusty purple blend, and I'm going to have a little play using the light, the medium and the dark shades. Okay. And we're going to just have a little play. In fact, you know what? Let me come in. I'll do it with this side first.
We just says, well, why are you expressions saying, that's so beautiful. If my mum liked butterflies, that would be the cover for her new planner for 2024.
Oh, like that idea. Yeah. I love butterflies. I've always been a massive lover. As you know, Craig, I make no bones about it.
It's from one of the early things that I know or remember about you, Debbie, is how much you love butterflies. How much you love butterflies.
I do.
Anything with butterflies. I remember how excited you got when it came to the launch of the timeless butterflies.
Oh,
so we had all the small butterfly dies with the pad that went with it as well, and it was just, you know, full of butterflies. And it's kind of carte blanche on what you wanted to create then. Actually, I just used them the other day, funny enough. But
do you remember the butterfly alphabets?
Yes, and I
Back
still
in
use
the
them.
day,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, my days, I love those. Do you remember the vintage butterfly?
Vintage butterflies.
Oh, my God, yeah, just... anything that's got butterflies, I love to be involved with because I do love them. And it's not that I don't... I really love butterflies, like the real thing, not just the stamped and dye version. I absolutely love to watch butterflies. Butterfly House is one of my favourite places I love to go to.
I've never been.
Have you
been
not?
to anything like that.
Oh,
No.
I just love... I love them. Yeah.
Oh, Nicola's saying there's a local one.
Is there one around here,
World.
Nicola?
Oh. Why, Michelle?
Nicola, that's a bit cruel. I was going to say, I'm thinking Michelle don't like butterflies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's terrified of them. She don't like them flapping around.
So, Nicola's saying, why don't we do a show from Butterfly World? And the sadistic side of Nicola had said, we will get Michelle in and she can be the demonstrator.
I hope she's not watching.
I'm going to vote no. Let's vote for Debbie to do the show. Yeah. I mean, seriously, how cruel could you be to Michelle? How would anyone want to be so cruel to Michelle?
Is that a bit tongue-in-cheek?
Just a little bit, yeah. Just a little bit.
With Christmas tree. Let's not forget the Christmas tree debacle, poor lass. Scarred for life. Look what you've done to her, poor lass. She's had to literally go all out Christmas with the Christmas tree.
I could give you a little bit of an exclusive here.
Go on then.
You know, obviously earlier on we were talking about something that myself and Ben are filming for,
Yes.
well, I'm going to say it for Christmas Day.
Yes.
That might be coming back.
What might be coming back?
Rate the Christmas Tree.
Oh, God. That would explain the email from Johnny.
I'd say, well, clearly that was an email I wasn't in then.
Oh, no. Are you critiquing Christmas trees again?
Yeah.
I'm
putting two and two together then. Yeah, that'll be why.
I am retracting my... Johnny, if you're watching, I'm retracting my email with my pictures.
Okay.
Oh, God grief. I didn't know you were back with your clipboard. Simon Cowell of Christmas trees.
I don't like them. I hate them. No, yeah, it's going to be back. I'm wondering, maybe that's why Michelle posted her tree the other day, just to give me forewarning. Actually, that's probably why she done that.
And it explains
That's probably why she done
she's
that.
probably wanting to win this one.
Wait, you see the rest of the team that are taking part, they'll probably send me a picture. Say, oh, Craig, do you like this one? I'm not looking at any trees. Not looking at any trees. Yeah, for anyone that is new, apparently I am. I'm not a judgmental person, apart from when it comes to Christmas trees. Apparently I am quite judgmental and I can't hold my tongue. I posted lots of pictures of my trees. Thank you very much, Nicola. I'm very proud of my Christmas tree. Just the 4 this year. I was still
Just
4? Yeah.
How many do you normally have?
5. I usually put a real one out the front garden, but time's just got away with me this year. I've not managed to get one, and it's pointless getting one for the last week before I go home to Scotland.
Yeah.
Even the bird bath that I have in the front garden, I even moved it to the back garden so I had space to put the real tree, but nope. So I've just stuck with my 4 of them.
But your house looks... Every time I see pictures, it looks absolutely beautiful.
I'm always sad when, come January, when you take it down, because we were talking about it earlier, actually. You know, whether you're just chilling, watching TV, or even if you're plodding about, or housework, whatever, just doing it when the tree lights and that are on, and the Christmas lights are on, it's lovely.
Makes such a difference,
nice.
doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You almost like those dark days, because you can put your lights on. And I've got mine around my Christmas tree, as well as my fireplace. And it's always lovely when you put them on and just sit there and think, I wish I could have one all year round.
It's nice. It's always really nice. The only issue that I have is the fact of, you know, I'm trying to be careful when it comes to electricity. So all the garlands and that I've got are all lit up being used by batteries. Now, that are rechargeable batteries. The only thing about that is the amount of battery-operated lights and garlands and that I've got around the house. It takes me about half an hour to go around the house before I go to bed, switching them all off. I think it's only my outside lights and my tree lights that I run off electricity. Everything else on the lights at Christmas are all battery operated. You have
Bless
to go
you.
around them all. So yeah.
There you go. Look, while we've been talking all things Christmas, I've managed to get in there my colouring done. I've just add a little bit more just depth into those middle parts. And then just pop in.
Just to say, Nicola, that device doesn't work when it comes to battery operated things.
What device?
So she said you should get that device that starts with an A.
A.
Oh,
Alexa.
Alexa.
Oh wait! Oh, you can't say it out loud. Dad, don't say that out loud.
Because it sets it all off.
You're triggering them all off.
Yeah, I was trying not to. That was me. Yeah, that device.
Have you really set things off by saying, Alexa, play Fairy Tale of New York, whatever it is? Go ahead.
Alexa, play Leona Lewis.
One More Sleep.
Right, in the comments, let us know how many of your Alexa devices have started playing Leona Lewis. Yeah.
Now, I've got a card base, and I did say to you I was going to use it because what my plan is, I'm going to attach that onto there at the back, about that end, and then I'm going to snip away, make sure I've got that the right way around. I'm going to snip away at the area, so that's then going to sit in there. Make sure you've got that the right way around, Debbie, because you'll end up with a off-centre butterfly. There we go. And I'm just going to attach that down now, and we're going to cut through that centre piece. So again, it's quite a straightforward die, so I'm not going to pop too much pressure in, and I'm just going to use my cutting plate, plastic shim, and the other cutting plate on the top, and run that through. That should be just the right amount of pressure. There's not a lot of detail in there, in that outline die, so it should be just the right amount. If it isn't, I'd probably just run it through for a second time rather than adding my, magnetic shim into there. Now I think that's cut that out. Let's just grab my pokey tool.
Loving the shape card. You know, what did you say? Was it 4x6 or something, Debbie? Did you say?
This is a 4x6.
Yeah, it's nice landscape.
Sorry, yeah, it's a really nice size, isn't it? Yeah. And then just take, now that should have, there, that's absolutely fine. And then just releasing both ends. And then the difference that I'm going to show you with what I've done with my patterned cardstock is that it creates a really nice, on the edge, can you see? And it looks lovely now for you to pop your butterfly back in. However, I wanted a little bit of paper over there. So I actually run mine through with, talking of vintage butterfly, it was almost like it was calling me because the vintage butterfly. So it was exactly the same. I'd already mounted me front panel 4x6 and then did exactly the same and cut through both. But I did on this occasion use the magnetic shim because I was cutting through more than just one piece of cardstock. And just in the background, I'm going to pop that there. Oh, Craig, have you been setting Alexas off? I want to get an Alexa. Are they quite good?
Oh, I use her a lot. Yeah.
Are they? I might get yourself an Alexa.
The reason we started to speak about it is because you can get smart plugs that you can plug. So, like for instance, I'll say, turn on my Christmas tree lights.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And then they go.
I wonder if you do it to train your. How does it get trained into putting your?
So you get smart plugs. You get them inexpensively nowadays.
Okay.
And my outside lights as well. So turn on my outside lights. But because it's done on the app as well, so you could do it from the app. So right now that it's gone dark, while you're doing that, Debbie, I can go into my app and I can just look at my plugs here and I can just press outside lights on. So I know that my outside lights right now for Christmas have just gone on.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
You're kidding.
No.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing.
It's great, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
I think I definitely need one.
Even if it's just to ask what the weather's like, or to put on the certain song or radio station or anything like that, yeah. Yep. And what I'll do as well, I've not done it for a while, but I went through a spell, is, so at night I would have a smart plug and I would plug my kettle in it, but then what I would do is I would switch my kettle on, but then on my Alexa device I would switch it off. So the switch of the kettle's still on, but technically it's not boiling. And then in the morning, while I'm getting ready, I'll just go on and I'll either ask Alexa, turn on kettle, because I would name the plug as kettle, and it would switch on, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
So you can get smart kettles, but they're really, really expensive. So that's a little, a little tip is how you could use a generic smart plug with your kettle.
Oh, that's amazing. I think I need to get into this modern technology, don't I? I think I definitely need.
Mm-hmm. The other thing, and I do it for safety as well, because a lot of my plugs in my craft room are kind of run off. I'm always careful with extension leads, but I've got a couple extension leads, but they're all run off the main plug. So therefore, at the end of the day, I'll say, switch off craft room and everything goes off. Even although the plug's still in, you've got no electric going to it whatsoever. It completely turns it off.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I keep thinking it just plays music, that's all. I didn't realise it was so many different functions.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So I'm just going to pop on my little sentiment. And my little sentiment that I've got on there, Craig, is from the Red Admiral stamp set, and so is my little butterflies as well. So I'm going to pop a little butterfly, and I pop that onto a foam pad, just going in that top corner. I've actually just left this side stuck up and just shaped it a little bit, but stuck that down to my panel, so it gives it a little shape. And then I'm just going to add just into the bottom corner. Let me add another foam pad. I had one there, must have put it back. Add another one into the inside, and these butterflies are also from that stamp set, and then you don't have to fussy cut either because the die works alongside there too. So I'm just going to put one across. I have to tell myself, step away from the butterflies, Debbie, step away, because I was going to put on the back so that the inside looks just as beautiful, and this time I'm going to put this down completely flatly. So I'm just going to stick all of my glue and then attach that. Make sure I haven't got any overhanging there. But there you go, the inside, so if I just move that to one side, so the lovely half-fold card with the butterfly wing shaped out, and then equally when you open it up, the features on the inside as well. And there you go. Absolutely adore this collection, and I genuinely mean it. Thank you, Sheena, for bringing us more butterflies, is all I'm going to say, girl, because I love them. And if you're watching, these are just divine. They're absolutely divine. It's been a pleasure to work with this set. It really has.
And can I just say as well, Mike, Lynn, Kim, Kirsty D, just to you select few, and everyone else as well, sorry that you've got Leona Lewis playing.
Did it really? Does it listen to other people's voices?
Oh, yeah, as long as you say that name to start with.
Yeah?
It will set them off, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. At least 6 now that I've set off, yeah. That we know of. That we know of, yeah. It's an amazing thing, so I do apologise. Well, I don't, but I am. For the sake of an email coming, I do apologise, but it's all good fun. Talking about fun is the Bold Butterflies. The Bold Butterflies 4-piece collection, how it's given you 23 stamps and 12 dies, which are consistent of all of these, including the red Admiral butterflies that we've got. Now, they all work in that same concept that Debbie was showing you. The designs of the butterflies are different, the sentiments are different, and the actual shape of the dies are different to work with the actual butterfly stamp, but the concept's the same. You've got the peacock butterfly. You've then also got the monarch butterfly, and then you've also got your swallowtail butterfly as well. So you've got all 4 of them, 4 sets there, 23 stamps, 12 dies. You're going to get them for £60 or $70. You're saving over 10%, but when it comes to your platinum price, that's going to come down to £48 or $56. And then you're going to take into account, of course, that extra 5% that you're going to get once you put in that promo code at checkout, being Xmas Inspire. So as I said before, and I keep saying all throughout the day as well, you've got up till midnight tonight to use it. It is one-time use as well. So if you are having a look at the butterflies or anything else, then of course do make sure that you pop any essentials in so that you can get the best out of that one-time use code, and that's from the 12 Days of Christmas. And then what we are going to do is, for those that have decided what they want, just in a moment, we're going to take a little bit of a break so you can check out your basket and put that code in. But then we're going to have a look at a couple of pictures here. And I believe, from what I can see coming up next from Tim C, is this from your craft along, Debbie?
Do you know, was that my craft along? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Tim C, that's lovely. I love those cheeky penguins. And I love your take on it as well. So yes, that was from my craft along. Couple of weeks back now, not last week, week before, I think it was. So yeah, that's lovely. I love that. Thank you for sharing. It's beautiful.
And a nice take being because yours wasn't Christmas, was it?
No, it was the scattered border and corner dies that I use mine on.
Yeah.
Love that, Tim. It's so lovely to see craft along projects with your own twist and take on it. I love that.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you for that, Tim. If you do have anything you want to send in picture-wise, you do have time. We've still got about an hour and a half to go, so send them through to James and Nicola. And if we can, we will show them within this launch party. But as I did say before, what we're going to do, for those that have decided now on what you want to then purchase and use that extra 5%, we're going to go into a little break here for you to check out your baskets. But for those that are wanting to know a little bit more or all about Club Inspire, here's the boss to tell you all about it.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
A few weeks ago on the show, we were talking about places where all you guys lived. We might have used Google Earth just to have a bit of a sneaky look at the village, town, or city that you lived in. And I thought it might be quite funny if I wrote a little ditty and I put on my Facebook page, where do y'all live? And all 50 towns and cities and village into my little song. But I didn't realize that there would be about 425 responses. So I'm gonna cram as many places into this song as I can, but I won't get them all in. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. We craft in Lydney, Lynbrook, Launceston, Lehana, Tampa, Darlington, Almond Beach, Sedalia, Wills Point, Widnes, Wildwood, Wildham, Archer, Jackwell Lake, Walkerburn, Yate, Bay, Hesperia, Sublimity, Pinhole, Avon, Freeport, Mableton, San Jose, Annenberg, Great Bend, Detroit, Peniston. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. Crafting Parachute, Paradise, Pollux, Papillion, Sheepshead Bay, St. Petersburg, Seacon, Sutton, Saturday, Bristol, Brighton, Brooklyn, Blackwell, Barnsley, Tide, Squeeze, South Shields, Temple, Hills and Bentley, Tampa, Pillar, Tucumcari, Ottawa, Hull, Harrisburg, Lexington, Tupelo, Cincinnati, Austinburg. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Loxahatchee, Lakesville, Lawrence, Lacey, Livermore, Albuquerque, Weeki-Wachee, Pensacola, Ellsworth, Port, Mechanicsburg, Williamsburg, Rebella, Houston, Burlington, Wet Wang, Market, Drayton, Yale, Medford, Wellington, Wapakoneta, Homer, Sassa, Santa Rosa, Wichita, Honolulu, Riverdale, Melbourne, Commerce, Fentanyl. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Newton Abbey, Richmond, Dudley, Georgetown, East Kilbride, Eugene, Ferrum, Round, Walkerstown, Ewaheim, Fort Wayne, Gloucester, Chester, Long Beach, Raphael, St. Dominic's and Cloud, St. Augustine Beach, Sand Springs, Romford, Tulsa, Traverse City, Wesley Chapel, Ballarat, Medina, Ramble City. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Sawbrook and Tucson, Kissimmee, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Biloxi, Latte, Elmira, Glendale, Scottsdale, Anchorage and Hurtville, Seattle, Gold Canyon, Ipswich, Cumberland, Unionville, Toledo, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Gold Canyon, Altoona, Calounda, Port Orange, Clever, Rising Sun. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. And there's a few more places I didn't manage to get into the song. West Runton, Newcastle, Kingswood, Sandbach, Carlisle, Bewdley, Albury, Durham, Springfield, Ashington. We craft in Greenville, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sumter, Oak Park, Winchester, Knapp Stoke-on-Trent, Mount Pocono, Greenville, Charlotte, Oxon Hill, Tunbridge Wells, Modesto, Haverhill, Sierra Vista, Arecibo, Morgantown, O'Fallon, Aurora, Black Forest. We craft in Hermiston, Brownsburg, Henderson, Socorro, Fort Myers, Mandenholm, Hilliard, Farmingdale, East Moline, Summers Point, Calgary, Charleston, Sawston, Malden, Galloway, Fitchburg, Hopewell, Aberdeen, Winstead, Castlewood, Chatsworth, Limestone, Victoria, Willoughby, Rockland, Canton, Falmouth, Conestoga, Lyndhurst, Ashbourne and Cluj-Napoca. Oh yeah.
A lot of love for what Debbie was just showing there. Marianne is saying that's a gorgeous card, Debbie. We've got Betty in Idaho is saying hello. We've got Rosalind, so we're talking about said device, is saying I mostly use my device for my Ring doorbell, which I do too, and the grocery list. I do that as well. So if I'm walking up the stairs and I think, oh, I need to get tomato ketchup, I'll ask her to add tomato ketchup to my shopping list. And then it's there when I'm in the shop, it's there on my phone, on my app. I can just remember to get it. We've also got Sandy saying, I use that device as an alarm clock. Yeah, me too. And we've got Nandia on Facebook is saying, I just say Merry Christmas to my device and she turns on the Christmas lights. We also ask her every morning how many days till Christmas and we get a message from Santa. It's incredible what you can do when it comes to the devices. It really, really is. We've got, just before we move on, we've got a question come through, Debbie, from Evelyn on Facebook. She's saying, I have a question for Craig or Debbie. I'll send that to Debbie, saying, please, I've been trying to make envelopes using vellum papers, but they keep cracking at the score lines. I only put very little pressure down when scoring, but they still crack. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated.
See, I would have just said that light touch because vellum is obviously a different kind of paper to standard paper, standard cardstock. I would, do you know on your tools then, I would probably, because they do say is it with vellum and acetate, you use a different side to your, I was trying to remember what Sarah taught us. You see, I use my ball tool for everything.
So do I,
but I probably would try the other end, Betty. Is it Betty?
Yes.
I would try the other end, you know, the flat end.
Evelyn, sorry.
Evelyn, sorry. And I would try that end. Rather than the ball tool, I would try the other ended part of your scoring tool. And again, just that little light touch. And just try it once and then try and force that score line and put that burnish line in. Because I've made lots of vellum envelopes and I know the lightest of the touches is the better because I've done it myself before where I've been a bit heavy-handed and I've gone straight through and I've burnished it and I've like, oh God, it's cracked. And that's the worst thing you want because there's nothing you can do about it once it's cracked.
No, that's the thing.
It looks unsightly. So I would try that end, Betty, sorry, not Betty, Evelyn. I would try that end, that, what do we call that side?
I know, I'm trying to think, Debbie, what we'd call it, just the flatter end.
It's where I usually used to score,
right,
burnish, sorry. But I would try that end going into your groove and just very gently, just down once. Not like trying to break the fibres or anything, because vellum's different to fibres and cardstock and fibrous things. So just try maybe one line down and then popping it down and popping your burnish line in. Give that a try.
Brilliant, yeah. What I would say is just kind of on the back of what Debbie says, when it comes to cardstock, you know I tend to always say lightly and a few times. With vellum, exactly as Debbie said, I would just do it lightly, but just once. That would be exactly what I would say as well as Debbie. So, yeah, give that one a shot, Evelyn, as well. And I am presuming, I know that you are probably using the Crafter's Companion vellum because, of course, I know you're a big fan of ours, but it will also depend on actual weight of the vellum that you're using. But try that when it comes to our Crafter's Companion vellum. Still any issues, give them a shout. Let's just quickly go back because, as Nicola said there, we've got the result in for demo of the show.
Have we?
We have indeed.
Oh, Oh, right,
We got that just before you'd done your first demo, Debbie. I didn't want to interrupt, so we can do that demo of the show. For anyone that's just joining, this is demo of the show for Masterclass, our our middle show of the day. We're ran out just a little bit of time. So the result for demo of Masterclass, Debbie, it goes to, and I'm just wanting to make sure that I seen it correctly, just to make sure he says, I know the number in my head, but you know when I just want to make sure that the result was correct. Yes, it is. It goes to number 1.
I had a feeling with the amount of love that came through for that one. Thank you, because I loved it. Do you know, it was right out, I know, joking aside, and I said to you, we missed an opportunity because Craig's the male crafter, and I felt like we missed an opportunity in getting Craig's perspective on masculine makes. But, joking aside, it put me in my not comfortable place.
I get that.
And made me think about how to take all the things that we had on the show today and turn them into more of a masculine make. And I'm pleased with the love that the comments, I've read the comments. There were some lovely comments come through. And really touched by all those lovely comments. So thank you very much, and thank you for that one, because I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed doing this one. Really enjoyed it, because I was so tempted to colour. I wanted to colour so badly, because I love the Kingfisher, and I thought, no, you step away from that. It's thinking outside the box, and it was just going back to the good old-fashioned gilding waxes and the kind of look you can achieve, and you can achieve those as well. So thank you very much. I'll give that to Craig in a second. I'll keep them up there, because... I get to take some home. Do you know what I normally have? Literally, when it's someone male in my family birthday, it's like, oh my God, what am I going to make them? So, and I usually have nothing. Now I've got a few
You've got
ready.
A few, that's it.
Got a few ready. So thank you very much for that one, and I'll give that to Craig in a second.
Excellent, thank you. And you wonder what we do with our cards when we finish the show. We take them home. We give them to family and friends whenever we can. But yeah, there you go. That's the result. So we will do demo of this show just towards the end of the show before, of course, we do demo of the day. But let's quickly go through these so we can go straight back to Debbie. I know that's why everyone watches as well. See the demonstrations, and when Debbie's here, we're going to do exactly that. And we're going to have a look at the kaleidoscope. These are our origami 4-piece die collection, although it's 8 dies in total, because within each set you get 2 dies. Now you're going to be £35 or $46. You're going to be saving over 10%, bringing that down that little bit more to £28 for you guys that are platinum, or if you are for platinum level for you guys stateside, you're going to be £36.80. And then if you're taking into account your code, you're going to get an extra 5% off as well. But when it comes to the 4 sets here, you're going to get the delicate doilies. Now, although it's 2 dies, it's 2 completely different design dies. So you're going to be able to do 8 kaleidoscope origami projects when it comes to these ones. So you can see within the 2 that you're getting there, you're getting your sensational stars. So you've got your 2 points, your 2 different star points designs within these ones. You're then also going to be getting your flourishing florals. You can see there, so you've got a real open wide one and a little bit more of a subtler one. And then you're also then going to be getting the sensational snowflakes, which, you know, even after Christmas, you'd still get away with using these ones throughout the year as well. So that is the 4 sets that you've got, 8 dies in total, 8 kaleidoscope origami dies that you can be using. £35, $46. You're saving over 10% when it comes to today's price, but when your platinum is £28 or $36.80, and you'll get your extra 5% off when you choose to use your code before midnight tonight, and that is Xmas Inspire. And you'll find them on the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Have a look when it comes to Shop the Day, but also have a look at that outlet sale while you're having a little peruse as well, taking advantage of that code. But what we're going to do is we're going to go straight over to Debbie and have a look at these dies. Yeah,
I love these dies. They're a bit unusual for us here at Crafters Companion, and I really enjoyed working with these. I'm actually using something, because I'm always pulled towards that gorgeous star design, that snowflake design one. I've stepped away from it. She said snowflake. I'll show you which one I mean, because they're all gorgeous. But I can't stay away from the sensational stars. I've deliberately gone to a different design, because every time I demo with these, I always do one from this collection, because I just love that effect. But I thought, no, come on, let's have a little play with the seasonal snowflakes. It is Christmas after all. And I've taken some gold mirror card. I'm going to work just with one of them though, so I'm going to work with this one. Now I love these because they cut 2 pieces out at any time. That's not like a one-shaped die that you're trying to work out how to fold and everything. They actually cut 2 separate pieces out, but it's this one that I'm working towards. So I'm going to take this one, lay that down and run that through. Now I've already pre-cut quite a few of these out, and I'm going to just pop a little bit of tape over the top to hold that down and run that through the die cutting machine. So let's pop that in, and then I've got that the right way around. Now it also has in here some score lines. It also has some instructions in there as well, which I always think is really super useful, because how many times do you buy a die and with all the good intention we think we're going to use it straight away? 9 times out of 10 we don't, and we wait for a specific occasion and then we get them out. So for me it's about having something in a written form as well as an instruction form that means I can refresh myself with every time I come to use them. So I'm just going to push that into the bin, and then this is it cut out. Now as well, you can always play around with these dies, Craig. Yes, the design it's a bit like big tea bag folding, isn't it, when you look at it? But you could also play around with them. They could be nice little accents in corners, and you could stick some together, you know, like create different shapes. However, that's not how they were intended. This is how they intended. Now, I always, and it does tell you on your little instruction sheet, the score lines that are put in there. Obviously, you've got a die cut, but I like to reinforce that score line. So I take my scoring board and I reinforce each one of those. Do you know, because it's mirror card, I'm going to turn it over. Do you know, we've just been telling Evelyn about using the flat end. I'm going to use flat end for this one. Gives me a more defined, reinforced line. And that's all you're going to do with all of them when you've run those through.
Okay. I'm just thinking, going back on what you were saying about the instructions, Debbie, I think what's good as well is, you know, I know we always say when you get the products, and, you know, when it comes back to the shows or the launch day shows, you can always watch or back on our YouTube or our website, which you can, and it's great. But sometimes, and I know Debbie was the same as me, if we get something new, we just want to use it and play with it there and then. We don't want to jump onto the website. We don't want to go in there, obviously go into our playlist or have a look at the past shows straight away. We want to just use it straight away. So having the instructions there is always a good way for you to do that.
Yeah.
Have that play with instructions. Then you can always come back to our past shows and watch what we've done.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm just reinforcing all the ones that I've just already pre-die cut, and then we'll start putting them together. Now, red liner tape, tacky glue, whichever glue it is of your choice. The only one I probably wouldn't use is this, because it's wet, it's slippy, slidey, wiggly glue, and you'd have to give it a little bit of time to set. So personally, I would probably use tacky glue or a red liner tape. Now for these, all you're going to do, and I always turn it the other way around and just pinch it in, because you want to bring it forward in on itself, and it's really straightforward, and all the dies work the same way. So you can see now that it brings this forward. They look lovely in double-sided papers, these, when you use double-sided papers, because you've got a different colour underneath. Now I've gone with the gold, but then you've got this lovely white, and it will work with the design that I've got and the box that I'm making with it as well. So it will work, but all you want to do is reinforce those, and then take your scoring tool as well, so you can pop that little, wrong way around, Debbie, put the scoring in there as well, because what you're wanting to do is bring that in like so. Okay, and you're going to repeat that on all of these. So let's just come in.
I don't think I've seen these done on mirror card, Debbie.
Do you know, it's nice sometimes to have a little play around with different mediums. It really is. So again, I'm just going to pinch all of those in. Now I know Corinne and Debbie have worked out a way of sticking these together, aren't they, to make it a little bit easier. Debbie doesn't do that. I don't. And I know there's lots of easy ways to do them. And the girls are so clever with the top tips, aren't they? They really do think outside the box. I'm just not that clever. And to be fair,
you're just like me, and you just don't always tend to use them in the ways
logical common sense. Yeah. Those top tips, they are wonderful top tips, but And sometimes I don't process it properly, Craig. That's my problem. I don't process the top tips very well. So there is ways that you can make it easy, and there's lots of people out there to make life easier. But all you're literally going to do is put your glue on that little, can you see the middle track, I'm going to call it? And then you're going to join the two together, and that's where you get that lovely effect. So if I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me bring in my tacky glue. Now I'm going to be careful because I've got a mirrored cardstock here. So in terms of like you want an instant stick, you're going to have to give this a couple of seconds to set. So if I just push that together and then let that set, because it is tacky glue, it doesn't set instantly. However, if you use something like a red liner tape, it does. But I'm just going to push that forward and then just sit there.
Debbie, can I give, not necessarily yourself, but the viewers a little tip that I do when it comes to what you're doing now?
What do you do?
Typical, the three tweezers the 4 tweezers that we do.
Oh, do you use tweezers?
So, the only time that I tend to use tweezers, you know our reverse tweezers?
Yes.
So what I tend, let's just...
Like these?
So, yeah, but you know our longer ones that we also do
do you
as well?
hold it?
And then, yes, like that.
I love that idea, Craig.
That's exactly what I do.
I love that. That's the clever little top tip there for you. Holding that into place. Ooh, I love that. Now, I like that top tip.
See, me and you think the same.
Yeah, I like that top tip. That's a really good one. I like that one. I'll do that again. Let's do that again. Let's get my little bit of wet glue just down there.
Because if you are someone, even if you've got what are our 4-pack of tweezers that we've done, the silver ones, if you've got them in mystery bags or goodie bags, so if you've got a few packs going, you'll have a few of the reverse tweezers, so you can always just use a few at a time.
I'm loving this little top tip. Love that. Thank you, Craig.
You're very welcome.
I
wouldn't tell
like
anyone
that.
else that, though, on the team. Just you.
But yeah, it holds it into place until it's grabbed.
Yeah.
Because I know tacky glue is... it doesn't give you... it gives you a bit of wiggle time, but it doesn't give you the same wiggle time as this one would do, which is why I wouldn't use that, because it'll take quite a long time to set, although you could if you wanted to. I tend to use a red liner tape, so I'm just going to stop there for a second, because I'm going to let that dry, and just pull that one forward as well, because all she'll do is continue. And if I just slip that down for a second, you'll start to see it taking shape.
Yeah.
Now, I've already pre-done 4 pieces, so I've stuck 1, 2, 3, 4 together, and I've just got 2 other pieces here, and I've got my red liner tape on, Craig, now, because I do use a tendency to use red liner tape when I'm sticking these together. So I'm going to get my little pokey end underneath there. There we go, to lift that tape off. Like so. And it's the same, no matter which glue you use, it's exactly the same. The difference here, though, Craig, and I will say it, red liner tape it's uber strong.
It is, isn't it?
And when you get it stuck, it can be a little tad tricky if you've misplaced it to get that back off. I mean, I'm doing okay there so far. And then the last piece, I've put it on both sides now, so it's still the same where it folds in on itself. Did somebody have the craft along with this one?
Oh, I would have thought
I know, I'm trying to think who did the craft along with this.
It's Susie T on the social, so we know what she's at. Between her and Rachel, they're on it. Sorry, Susie T, if I'm kind of landed that on you there. But yeah, I
can't remember who did craft. Please don't say it with me.
Oh, could you imagine if it was one of us?
Please don't say it with me, because I've got a memory like a sieve. Oh God, I hope it ain't now.
Could you imagine?
They must have done a craft along on these.
Yeah, there would have been, wouldn't there?
Yeah, they've got to be.
We're going to have a look.
Ah, was it Miss Fisher? I wonder what she did with it. It wasn't the week of the boxers, was it? Do you know what it was?
Was that?
I've just got a feeling it was the week of the boxers. Do you know when we did the craft along week? Mm-hmm. None of us, normally we talk to each other, don't we, and we share pictures and stuff. None of us did, because we all had a craft along.
So what, did everyone do a box
we all
up?
did boxes every day a week. And I did an exploding box. And the day after, Lily had got the You couldn't make it up, Craig. But that's because we didn't talk to each other beforehand. It sometimes happens. It sometimes happens. So I'm quite happy with it. Do you know what I love about these as well? It's not just for card making. Do you know if you do another set and then stick them together, you've got little Christmas tree decorations.
Yeah, you do.
And they look absolutely beautiful. Now, I am going to bring in my box because I've made myself a box. And this one measures at 8 1/4 both ways. And then I've just popped my score line in at 1.5. Now, let me just make sure I've got my lid. There we go. That's the lid one. I'll put my base together first. So let's pop. Tape pen, where have you gone? Oh, well, I can tell it's getting late. I start throwing things around on the craft desk. There we go. Let's just pop our base together.
When are you next back on Crafters TV, Debbie?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, I'm up here Saturday, but I'm presenting Saturday and Sunday with lovely
that'd be
Lily.
Brilliant.
Lily's the expert. I'm presenting for 2 days. And then I'm here on Monday with my lovely Ben. Last show of the year for me then, because one more day afterwards down at Hobbymaker, and then I'm on my Christmas jollies.
Your little...
On my Christmas jollies.
Yeah, so you're Monday with Ben,
Yes.
Monday the 18th. Then it's me and Ben... Sorry, no, it's not. It's me and Corin on Tuesday the 19th. And then I think it's going to be Ben and Michelle for the couple of days before we break for our little break. I believe that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah, because Jan and Debbie have already started. Have they already started the Christmas holidays?
Debbie's got a couple of Hobbymaker shows, but yeah, yesterday was our last day on Crafters TV,
yeah.
which, bless,
It's
me
come
and
to the
Debbie
end.
done a video yesterday for social with Alex, and we said we got all excited about it being Debbie's last day. And some people thought Debbie was leaving. So we just had to clarify, it was just Debbie Fisher's last day on Crafters TV of the year. She's back at the start of January.
Did people think it was a last day?
Yes, it was our last day.
Oh, God love them, no.
Last day ever.
Last day of the Christmas jollies up here, that's what we mean. I've used Holy Night, for anybody wondering, with the, do you know the gorgeous Holy Nights papers? Love those papers. And used some of the gold, I used the glitter cardstock. And I thought it was a perfect complement towards the gold mirror. Wait a minute, Mirror,
yeah.
Mirror is a...
Brand.
That's right. Thank you very much, Craig. Thank you.
Sorry, it's just the hunky-dory in me.
Did you see the new one the week? Oh,
I did.
Jesus. I had to sit on my hands. Honest to God, I had to sit on my hands. You know how much we love, me and you are massive fans of our hunky-dory friends and family, and
Do you know what I was doing the other week? You know the week that Sarah had a takeover down at Hobbymaker?
Were they there?
And I was behind the scenes. Nat was there at Hunky Dory.
Oh.
And I was standing, lovely Becky that does cameras, she was there. So I was standing next to Becky while she was on cameras, just making sure, as Debbie knows, just out of shot, so if Sarah needed anything or that would jump there. I might have been on the Hobbymaker app ordering Hunky Dory stuff because I was looking at it in the studio with Nat. So it's just, as Debbie said, we love those guys at Hobbymaker. We're crafters at heart as well. And yeah, their mirror card and oh wow, yeah.
Beautiful, yeah, got some lovely. So this one is mirror card from our luxury mirror card pack, which is that gorgeous gold, that satin, and the glitter, encapsulated glitter as well. So that's where I've took this from. And again, I'm just going to pop that into the centre. And I'm trying to be careful with this, Craig, because if you use things like a tacky glue and a coated cardstock, it can spoil your design. So I'm just going to hold that down into place while I get that stuck down. So I don't know if you want to read some comments while I'm just sticking this.
Absolutely, yeah, we can do that for sure. Just going on regarding that craft along then, we've got Susie T was letting us know, yes, it was with Debbie Fisher, as we were saying there. Terry Anderson was the guest, and it was Thursday the 26th of October. So if you want to go back, it was the week that, as Debbie said, you all had craft alongs. I wasn't in, in. That was the week. The reason I didn't have the craft along is I had my little break when I went back to Scotland, so that was why I wasn't in the craft alongs that week. I was really gutted to miss being able to do one of the craft alongs, but yeah, that's why I wasn't on that week. But yes, it was the 26th of October. So if you want to go back on Crafters TV and have a look, you can do that. And it was with Debbie Fisher. So we've got Rosalind saying, I've been given my glitter cardstock a workout this year for Christmas. This would be a good one as well for you to be using when it comes to, of course, the kaleidoscope and the origami die. So thinking about your cardstock that you've got that you can then start to, of course, have a little play with, see how they look when it comes to the kaleidoscope dies, or maybe just want to then mix and match maybe some of the petals from the kaleidoscope dies with glitter or mirror. Give it a shot, see how it looks. But we're here now with the final last hour of Crafters TV, so do not worry, we're going to go straight back to Debbie just in a second, but Debbie is currently using our kaleidoscope origami dies. We've got these at an incredible price at the moment, and you can do so many different fun things. They're lovely to sit and just play with and then start to build up that design. So we can do that. We can go right back to Debbie right now, where she's just carrying on with the project that she started there a moment ago.
Yeah, I'm just adding a little gem into the centre. I've added my little sentiment on, and I've put my glue just on my tabs of my box. So yeah, you know, these are really lovely, lovely dies, whether you use them for Christmas decorations, whether you use them in your card making, whether you use them as little accents, as little corner pieces, as well as you split them up. I've got some lovely ideas of splitting them up as well, which you can split up those and pop the centres in as well. But that's a lovely box lid that then will fit, and if my measurements are right, it'll fit over the top of my base.
Can you imagine that under a Christmas tree, Debbie, with a present? That underneath a Christmas tree with a present of that in it.
Absolutely beautiful. And I've come out of my comfort zone because I've used a snowflake this time. And normally, I always go for the star. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, beautiful dies that are really quite simple to put together as well. And I loved your little top tip, Craig. So I'm going to definitely be using that again.
Good. See, we take tips off of each other. You know, not just me and Debbie, but even as a team as well. And I know I've said this before, so if you heard me say this, apologies for repeating myself, but this is why it's always nice, don't get me wrong, I'll never be away from that side, but it's always nice to dot into this side as well, just when Ben's on a few days off, or a few weeks, or a few other months, whatever time he takes off, and we get to then just overview, and we get to pick up some hints and tips as well. And oh yeah, I've got that product, I need to dig it out and get creative with. Just to say as well, just have a little recap of those ones there. We've got questions come through that we will ask Debbie just shortly. Rhonda Crowley, yeah, so we've got some pictures have been sent in, so thank you. So we'll have a look at these ones just shortly. But let's have a look at this. This is your kaleidoscope origami dies, 4-piece collection, 4-pack collection, 8 dies in total, so you can do 8 different kaleidoscope origami projects. You've got your sensational snowflakes, so that's the set that Debbie used there a moment ago. You've also then got your flourishing florals. You've then also got your sensational stars. And then last but by no means least, you're also then getting your delicate doilies as well. So that's the 4 sets, 8 dies in total that you're going to be getting. £35, $46. You've got your saving of over 10%, but with your platinum price, that's then going to come down to £28 or $36. 80, even less if you're going to use your additional 5% code when it comes to these ones here. Xmas Inspire on checkout, and that is just because we spun that wheel this morning, the final day of the 12 days of Christmas, where it just enables you just to go up to that next level of Club Inspire, just up until midnight tonight. Not quite a taster like we do when it comes to the events, because the exception with this one here is you do need to put in the code to get the extra 5% off, and it's a one-time use only code as well. So make sure you shop savvy when it comes to the website so you can get all your essentials and your goodies with your discount. Then we are going to be having a look at our confetti border dies. Shall I bring in the craft along for the confetti border dies? Let's do this. So,
it's gorgeous.
Now, funny enough, talking of boxes, this is going to be the craft along with myself on Thursday. So this Thursday, I've got the craft along. I'm going to be back with Ben. I've got the craft along with the confetti border dies. So we're going to make this box, but then what happens is we open it up. Each of these will fold down, and what I've done is within each of these ones,
Oh, Milky Bars.
The Milky Bars. So these ones here, can never remember the weight, because it's not the great big ones, it's the smaller pack ones that you get. They usually have the weight on these. I did get them from a multi-pack, so it could be that we'll check the weight. But just to give you the idea with the size of my hand, so it's not the great big bars that you get, it is those smaller bars. You tend to get them in a 4-pack or that, or maybe it's dairy milk or something that you want to use. But 4 of them, and then as an additional little treat in the middle, an additional little box there. Put some of the Lindt chocolates.
I'd only saw a picture, never seen it in. It's just lovely, that, Craig. Lovely.
There we go. So you've got all of those in there. Now, of course, I put little sweet treats in there. You can pop whatever you like in there if you want to. And although maybe at first glance is a beginner, maybe intermediate, you might think, oh, well, you manage that within the 2 hours. They will do, because what I will say with it, it's quite repetitive, as you can see. So open that one there. You've got your 4 sides that are all quite repetitive as well. So once you start going, oh, is that with or without the chocolate? Because I doubt the chocolate will be there.
Will the chocolate be gone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm here
probably.
on Sunday. I'd have been doing both. Oh, save me a bar.
Oh, of course I will there, yeah.
Thank
if you
you.
want a bar. Of course you will. If you want a bar, Debbie, I'll put it in your drawer in the green room.
Oh, it's delicious. Which reminds me of my childhood.
It's so much so, I'm 38, Debbie, and I've still got a Milky Bar white chocolate advent calendar. As well as my Yankee Candle ones, of course, but you know. I'm a crafter's companion one, but yeah, can't miss a white chocolate advent calendar. So that is the confetti border dies. That's the craft along on Thursday. We're going to be doing it with Sarah. She's going to be tuning in and joining in as well. And also, just to say, Susie is the one that will be counting the votes, and she likes a Milky Bar as well. I'll send one to New Orleans. Doubt it will survive by that far, but you just never know. Although I have to say, I love everything about America, but not the chocolate. I think chocolate's best here in the UK. Definitely. I think it's just obviously to do with... But then you've got a lot of heat, don't you? A lot of heat, and they put different things in the chocolate just to make it last a bit longer. But yeah, that's going to be the craft along on Thursday. It's using the confetti border dies. We are going to have a look at them with Debbie right now. So let's have a quick look at the actual set here. It's a 12-piece set. You've got your in-flight happy hearts. You've then got dancing butterflies. You've then also got your scattered flowers. You've then also got your party time. We're also giving you your confetti sprinkles. We're then going to be giving you your laurel leaves. We're also going to be giving you your autumnal leaves. We're also giving you your pretty petals. Then we're also going to be giving you your soaring dragonflies. And we're also going to be giving you your twinkle twinkle. And then last but by no means least, we're giving you the spots and the dots. Now, here in the UK, Crafters TV, 6 of them had previously been launched. So if you're thinking, well, Craig, I've only got 6, I don't want to duplicate, check out the website. You can get them individually or smaller bundles, but that's the full lot when it comes to the 6 that were previously launched, and then the additional 6 that we launched afterwards just recently on Crafters TV. If you are new to them, you've got the full 12-pack there, £60, $75, with your platinum price of £48 or $60. Taking into account that extra 5% saving if you put in Xmas Inspire across on the website if you're within Club Inspire. But as I said there before, if you just want maybe the 6 you've not already got, or maybe you just want to cherry pick individually, you can do that on crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. So although they're the ones that we'll be focusing on Thursday when it comes to the craft along, we're going to go with Debbie right now and have a look and see what she's going to do.
Yes. I'm using scattered flowers.
Okie doke.
So hard because they're all lovely.
They are.
Scattered flowers is the one that I'm using, and I've just taken a piece of cardstock. I'm actually going to ink this cardstock up. It actually measures in, for the people asking, 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And there's a reason I've chose that size, which will come explain itself in a second. I'm using 2 of our water reactive ink pads. I've got baby blue and lemon tonic, and I'm just going to create a little bit of a subtle background, yes, subtle background, by adding some things. I think, though, some of these colours, because we use them all the time, Craig, I think some of the pads are drying out now.
I thought that last week or the week before.
Yeah, this one definitely seems to be a little light on the touch. Let's have a look at his lemon tonic, because I've got a feeling that was quite nice and juicy still. Oh, no.
No?
Maybe not. Doesn't matter. Honestly, it don't matter. I just wanted a little light sprinkling of ink, so it's okay. And I'm going to come in and just pick up a bit of that ink.
You know, I know you're using the water reactive, but because of you, Debbie, and I always say, and I'll still say it, I think water reactive are always going to be my favourite. But do you know what pads I've been using a lot more because of you?
Yeah.
The Duet.
Oh, I love Tom.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
If they'd have been on the show today, I would have used them. I love the Duet ink pads, possibly my favourite ink pads that we have, just because of all, again, versatility and what you can do with them. Saying that though, all of the ink pads, they've all got their own job. That looks actually quite nice. I quite like that. I'm going to leave that there actually. But yeah, I'm a massive lover of our Duet ink pads. Love them. Now, love these as well. And do you know what we're going to do? We're going to have a little play. We're not just going to cut out one, we're going to cut out a few times, which I know you're probably thinking, well, it just fits that particular design. How are you going to do that? Well, I like to play randomly. So we're going to play randomly with this one. We're going to drop it onto there, and let's grab some low-tack tape and create a nice little background piece with them. There we go. And then run that through.
Because we were saying this morning, weren't they? They're one of those maybe at first, I thought the same, and you thought the same as well. It's like, well, what can we really do with, like, you know, a line of dye? What can you do with it? But, oh gosh, it is really incredible what you can do with them.
Yes, absolutely. You can get a lot more creative than you actually think with these. And hopefully I'll show you that in a second with what I'm going to be doing. So let's just take off low-tack tape again. Straight away you've got that lovely design. However, you've also got some lovely little confetti bits that you're going to be able to pop back into your card, use as your shaker. I wouldn't be throwing a single one of those away because there's so much you're going to be able to do with them. And then of course, like I said, we're going to have a little play. So I'm going to randomly now start to fill up that sheet. Not going to worry too much about that overhang. If you did worry about it, then just stick some other cardstock underneath. Absolutely. There's no, you know, this is we're just playing with the background. And then run that through. And we'll do that a few more times. But again, don't throw any of those little bits away. Keep them. Definitely keep them. You could reuse some of the bits like I did this morning with the confetti one. Yeah, there's such a lot you can do with these. Your craft along, Craig, is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's one of those, because, as I always say, Debbie, when it comes to my craft alongs, I am probably the one out of the team, whereas I keep it really, really, really simplistic.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go to the opposite end of the scale, but on the other hand, I just even wanted to push my boundaries a little bit when it comes to the craft along. You know, it's still a concept, it's dimensional for a box. You know, if I do a box, I tend to have the sturdy sides. So I thought, like, right, what can we do there just where they kind of explode out or the fold out? But then what can we do? What can we put, instead of just putting something inside?
I love
just
it.
These little pockets and these little bars. Maybe as well with Christmas time. If you're going to make it after Christmas time, you might have the bars left over when it comes to the selection boxes that you get, so you can fit them in there. So, yeah, different ways in which you can use them or pop inside.
It's beautiful. Right up my street as well. It is. Love it. Love, love, love it. Right, so you can start to see it starting taking shape and creating, and I'm still not done, Craig, because I'm going to continue to fill up as much of this space as I possibly can. So let's come in and let's have a look, see if I can get it on that way. Yeah, we're going to go that way. And hold that down. Again, not worrying if it's going over. What I don't want it to do is cross over into the design I've got, so I'm just making sure that that doesn't do that. But we're filling up all of that area, all of that space with that cardstock, and it really does create a lovely background piece. Look at all my sprinkles and my confetti there that I've got. There's tons.
Loads of them.
Oh, there's still that I can reuse. So again, let's just lift off the low-tack tape. And then I've still got a couple of little areas, so I think I'm not done yet. This is the fun bit about them, though. I mean, just continue to fill up, but we've still got space here, maybe a little bit just onto there. So just have a little play around with it, because I am conscious of time. God, No wonder I let time fly away with me, Craig. But there is that beautiful background. Now, I'm going to make it pop a little bit because I was thinking of adding either a bit of blue or a bit of yellow. So I'm going to pop that underneath, and I've cut that to size, and then I'll fit that onto there so it creates that lovely background feature. So let's just use my dotty tape pen.
What's clever with that is you've turned a strip of confetti border metal into a creator card background. It could be like as though it's come from a big creator card die.
Absolutely, that's what I love about these, and this is, you know, there's lots of inspiration out there, and with Craig Craft Along, you're really going to get a lot of lovely inspiration. So I'm just going to pop that just in the background. Anything that overhangs, I can trim. Oh, that would a good fit. Woo! Look at that. Could do that again if I tried. And then I'm going to use, now this is from do you know the Nitwit?
Yes.
Remember this gorgeous Nitwit one? Well, I never. How can we ever run out of that? Never in a million years.
Regarding the Craft Along box, I like the idea, Michelle. Not that I've got any chance of doing it anytime soon.
What's that?
That Craft Along box would be great for someone who's going to propose. Yeah, it's true though. It's true though. Not that I'm going to.
Not that you're gonna. Not yet.
No, not yet.
There's someone out there, mister. I told you that earlier.
Yes, you did.
I did. Right, so that's popped that little background piece on. Now, I have got a card base, because that looks really quite pretty. However, I'm not finished with that just yet. So I've got a card base. Now, this did start life at 6 by 6, and I just took off a couple of inches. But if you wanted the correct measurements, it's 10 by 6, scored at 4, just to make it a bit easier. And I'm going to put that same die, I'm going to run down the side of the card. In fact, you've seen me do it, so I'm not going to run it through my die cutting machine, because that's what it will look like and create that lovely. Now, this is when you can pop another piece of cardstock on the back if you wanted to. I quite like that white on white effect, so all I'm going to do is pop that onto my piece at the front. So let's get my glue again.
Nice way just to use that edge strip there.
Yeah, like, almost like an edgeable, but not quite. But a nice little feature. There we go. So they're going to stick onto there. Now, I used, because I've still got some pieces of, do you know the...
linen card?
No.
Knitwit?
No. What's it called?
Oh, stick and stay, but the hold and
hold
release.
Hold and release, thank you. I knew it had come to me. Lord in heaven. Yes, I've still got some hold and release sheets. So I've run it through on one of my hold and release sheets because I just want to add a couple of little accents with the beautiful stars. So I'm just going to pick that up with my poker tool and don't you dare. That's it. Get you stuck. Oops. 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 Oh my God. Do you know, I do love hold and release sheets, but this am I putting it wrong? Oh, Debbie, am I putting it in the wrong place? It's up there.
D12,
well,
717 in the Crafters TV studio.
Oh, Craig, it's been a long day.
Debbie's still playing with the very first star. Sheena's due in tomorrow. She's been told not to come. I love you, Debbie.
Oh, dear. If I'd have just looked at it the right way around, then you probably can see it's that one that I need finding there. Oh, for God's sake, it's just been a long day. And it's still not over yet. I've still got to travel back. Pray for me. Pray for the roads. Oh, it better be nice and quiet. There better not be no road closures. Let's get my little tweezers in there.
Have you had a chance to listen to the new episode of In Sickness and Health?
So I listened to last week's, the 5th of December. I've got this one to listen to on the way back.
I've not listened to it yet either.
Oh my God, it gets funnier every week. Those two are hilarious.
I'm going to try and hang off, Debbie, till Saturday so I can listen when I'm driving down to
Yeah, because it's a nice long one, isn't it? It's quite a nice long,
It is, yeah. Just in case you're wondering what you're on it, you've probably seen it on my Insta story as well as Debbie as well. There's a podcast that we absolutely love to listen to. It's hilarious. James...
It will always be Jay.
Yeah, it'll always be Jay from the Betweeners.
From EastEnders. Jay from EastEnders. Oh God, I can't get it right.
Not quite, not quite.
From the in-betweeners, he'll always be Jay.
Him and his wife,
they're
Claire,
fabulous
have got
together.
the podcast, and it is, you know, they're married. It's about married life, and that's where they could be a little bit rude at times and a few little naughty words, and that. But it's absolutely hilarious. They really are a brilliant couple, and the new episode drops every single Tuesday. And me and Debbie were always like, "Have you listened to it yet?"
Did you know they recorded it on a Friday?
On a Friday, I just found
had
that.
no idea until last week.
Yeah.
No idea. There we go. I think I'm quite happy with that. Shall I put? Yeah, put one more just up here. It's just a little bit of paper piecing, and I know you're probably thinking, yeah, but why have you used the lemon? Because it's not quite. But I've used it for a reason, because I didn't want it to be too much in your face in terms of, you know, with the colour. I didn't want it to be too standing out. I wanted it to be a little bit muted into there, and then I'm just going to pop that back in.
Stephanie, you are welcome. I didn't catch your comment beforehand. It was regarding a tip that had said the other day, actually it was yesterday, wasn't it, with Debbie. We had a bundle, Debbie, where we had the brayer in. And I know you can do techniques with brayer and that, but I know not everyone really knows how to use it or wants to use it with ink. So it says the way that I use my Spectrum Noir brayer is, you know, if I put my double-sided adhesive sheet on the back of my cardstock, then I use the brayer.
To smooth it out, yeah.
And that's Stephanie saying thank you very much, Craig, for that tip, because she's done it now as well, and it helps take the pressure off of her shoulder, because although obviously a little bit of pressure with the brayer, instead of actually having to push and press with your hand, just use the brayer. So I didn't see your comment, but I've seen that one, Stephanie, so you're welcome.
Yeah, it's a brayer is really good for all sorts of different things.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Good handy tool to have in your crafty stash. And I'm just making sure that tucks underneath there, so I've got a little bit of a nice offset there. And then I've got a thank you so much stamp set. I'm just going to lift that off. Excuse me. Add a couple of little gems onto there. I'm just going to have that. Let me just make sure I've got that straight.
Yeah. I think that's the same die. You've done it on an edge, and then you've essentially created a card front as well, a card front.
And then just pop a couple of little gems just in this bottom corner to kind of even it up a little bit where I've put my sentiment. Although I feel like I'm having... There we go. Put those on, and that last one just onto there. And there you go. A nice... I mean, really, they are beautiful, these. Creating that on the edge and then creating that lovely background paper as well with a couple of inks, and just makes for a really lovely feature card.
It really, really does. Really does. Absolutely love it. You know how much I love the pastel anyway, so with the colours that Debbie's used going in lightly, how much I love that. I just love the fact is you've got it on the edge, and then you've got essentially that create a card as well by using them a number of times. And you can do that. You can do it with any of them, or you can start to mix and match if you get your hands on all 12 of them. There is options on the website if you want to go individually, smaller bundles. It's entirely up to you. Best savings always in the bigger bundle. However, we do know that the first 6 had already been previously launched, so therefore, if it's just the additional 6 that were launched lately, then of course you can grab hold of them on the website. But the full bundle consists of all of these ones here. Concept's exactly the same. It's giving you that confetti style cut in, whether it's the leaves, the butterflies, the stars, the spots, confetti, whatever ones it is, mixing and matching. But you've seen between Wake Up Call this morning and then of course also with that demonstration there with Debbie, lots of ways in which you can use them. Go back across on YouTube, have a look and watch our 24/7 service, but you can also go back to past shows with these confetti border dies, see the different things that have been used. Make sure check out our groups as well. The design team members, you guys at home are always posting finished samples as well. More inspiration and ideas with those. And then if you want furthermore, we'll have a look at them, confetti border dies, myself and Ben, we'll look at them on Thursday, but then we've got our 2-hour craft along as well, where we will be doing that project as well. What we'll do as well, I've got all the details and that on my phone of the craft along, so I'll post them on my social tomorrow to give you that little bit of heads up as to everything that you are going to need. Trust me, you don't need lots. lot. I know maybe you think you do, but because it is very repetitive and a lot of the sides are the same, you don't actually need a lot to create that project. But we'll go over that on Thursday, but I'll post the shopping list tomorrow across on social. But what we are going to do is, we're just over half an hour left of the show. So we are going to give you the opportunity to check out your baskets. Don't forget the code if you've already finalised on your decision on what you want, because it is a one-time use code. That's Xmas Inspire. And we'll all be back just in a couple of minutes after this.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. There once was a man who was very crafty. His name was Craig from Carnoustie. He joined the team on Crafters TV. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He wanted to prove he was the man, but he lost at craft wars to Leanne. But 2 weeks later he beat Jan. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He did so well on Crafters TV, Sarah sent him off to Germany, where he did some work for QVC. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. His crafting skills, they aren't half bad. In fact, I'd say they're totally rad. That's mainly down to his favourite foam pads. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. The crafters, they loved him a lottie for his charm and skill. They went quite potty, they nicknamed him the Hardy Scotty. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. In the crafting world, he's standing tall. He's the best Scottish crafter of them all. Catch him Monday to Friday on his wake-up call. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live.
Still a lot of love for that, so I know Susie T loves that one. They're just saying that right now. A lot of love for my craft along on Thursday. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you're looking forward to that. Also, a lot of love with what Debbie was just showing there with her demonstration as well. Hannah Goslin-Smith is in saying, good evening, everyone. We've got Silva saying, leftover chocolate? What's that? There's never leftover any food in this place, that's for sure. Stephanie, I read your one out, didn't I, about seeing the actual tip. Marianne is saying stars in the eyes, Debbie's eyes. Oh, that's a good one. Wanda's saying, Craig, your craft along box would be a fun box for little ones. Crayons instead of the candy bars in the thin little box, stamping and colour and images in the middle. My great granddaughters would love that, although they'd love the candy too. That's it. Do you know something? I never thought of that one. Never thought of that one. If I did, I probably would have done that one because I like that idea, Wanda. Really, really nice. Mary Walker on YouTube. Craig, what's the sizes of the cards that you were showing on the sample? So when it comes to the boards here with the confetti border dies, they were 4x6. So a lovely size for your 4x6 card blanks. But as Debbie showed you, you can use them in so many ways. And Crafty Stacey Lewis saying, I love it. I love cheeky Craig. Too cute. Yeah, maybe just getting a little bit too cheeky with Christmas getting closer, which you would think with Santa coming, I should be on my best behaviour and not be as cheeky. But yeah, it doesn't quite work like that. Yesterday I had my elf jumper on, Debbie, so I could blame my elf jumper for that one, being a cheeky elf, but can't really do that today. I'm a holiday armadillo today. Does that work? Does that work, Nicola? No, she says.
Was that one? I don't remember that episode.
It's when his son Ben was so Ross was wanting to get him into being the holiday armadillo, not necessarily taking away Christmas, but of course celebrating Hanukkah, and then they all dress as their different characters.
Yes.
And then Chandler, gosh, Matthew Perry, he was Santa Claus, and Ben loved him more because he was Santa Claus and Ross was dressed as the holiday armadillo. Yeah, funny one. And then Joey was like Superman or something. I want to watch that episode now. I want to go home and watch that. Friends, of course. Right, let's have a look at the scattered corner and borders. This is what we're going to look at just next. So what we'll do is we'll have a little look through these so we can go straight over to Debbie for just under the last half hour of the show. But this is the scattered corner and border 6-piece collection. You're going to get 12 dies in total. You're going to get the full set, £50 or $96. That's giving you your saving of over 10%, but it comes down less if you're platinum. Gives you an extra 20% off at £40 or $78.80, or of course take into account your code, you'll get a further 5% off as well. And with these ones you're going to get the love hearts. You're also then, you can see there, going to be getting your floral meadow. Then we're going to be giving you your charming butterflies. We're also going to be giving you your dazzling stars. We're then going to be giving you your graceful dragonflies. And then we're going to give you your boho dreams as well. So that is the 6 sets that you're getting, 12 dies in total, £50, $96, saving over 10%, and you've got your platinum price of £40 or $76.80. You'll also find them on Shop the Day as well as everything else. But let's have a look with Debbie with them in action.
Oops. I just realised that got them out. I put everything out there and then I'm like, wait a minute, where's my dies? They're down here, and fire.
Just got them.
That were good because it were the boho dreams that I was going for.
That was lucky.
That was really good timing, that. But yeah, I'm going to keep it really fairly simple with these. I love these. You can extend them as well, and I'm going to cut them out in white, I'm going to cut them out in black, add a little bit of ink, and then add them to an inky background. I really love these. This is why I really enjoyed the craft along that I did a couple of weeks back, which you can always go back and watch. And lovely Tim C showed the project that we worked with. The only difference being is that he used a Christmas one and we used the scattered borders.
Got ya.
And we actually created our own backgrounds with them as well. We used our background inks. Really enjoyed that. I love those kind of craft-alongs. They are honestly my favourite. Funny enough though, Craig, you know, I had a craft-along for absolute ages and then 3 in 1 week.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how that happened? I've not had one for ages either. This one on Thursday is going to be my first one for a while.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bless you.
I'm going to have words. Why have I not got more craft-alongs?
Exactly, because I absolutely love them. And I genuinely love them. It's my favourite show. In fact, Liam asked us earlier, didn't he? Asked us what our favourite shows were. And I said, oh, if I were it's an odd choice, that, because I love a lot of our shows. Colour Me Happy is one of my favourites, because I love colouring. Craft Along, I just love a craft along. Good craft along, you can't beat it. You said cartload, and I agree with you. Yeah. Because I do love cartload. I love the fast pace. I love the deals that we bring.
Snap.
So yeah, it's always a firm favourite.
It is with my. I would say when it comes to, of course, demo education-wise, I love masterclass.
Yes.
I love a masterclass, focusing on something specific and doing different things, or try to do different things. So in that educational way, I would say masterclass. But overall, my favourite one is always cartload. You get the best deals. It's fast-paced. It's fun, and that's what I love about it. And
another one that we said, because we always love them, launch day.
Launch day.
Oh my God, launch day, especially if you get something really cool to launch. I say that, it's very difficult because we all have fabulous launch days when we get when we get our hands on them. But yeah, launch day is always a good one. It's
the only time that you'll see the green eye monster from some of us on the team towards each other. Let's be honest, it is.
Oh. I mean, we're not competitive at all. No. I mean, I've already got my eye on some for the new year. Have you, Craig?
Maybe.
There's one that I said, and I told Johnny this actually, and I can't say too much because I can't say what it is without giving it away, but I said, you need to be heading that one. You need to be...
Okay.
You probably know which one I mean. I can't say any more than that, Nicola, because I'll get into so much trouble. Look what I nearly did with book, and that because of you, that pad. Back in August, me giving it away that they were a pad looking like my dresses. I walked right into it, Craig. Right into it, yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh my God, I'm surprised I didn't lose my job. Literally opening my mouth about Neon Dreams before it had launched. And I'm thinking, and then when she told me it weren't being launched until like November, I was like, what?
Oh yeah, my heart would have sank as well, yeah. There's a difference from giving you a tease about a week or so before, but yeah, a wee while before, I would have been like, oh no.
Yes, but there is one that I think you definitely need to be involved in the launch with. There's so many gorgeous things coming up in the new year. It's so exciting. Right, got a couple there. However, white and the black, and I am going to layer them up over the top. However, a bit too striking, black and white. So I want to add a little bit of colour. So I have got a bit of an inky background. I love making backgrounds, Craig. Don't know if I've told you this before. And this is using the Stylish Trios stencils. It's using the floral romantic, you know, the lovely collage stamps, but using not the floral, using the script in the background, and some of our shimmer sprays, just literally dropping some through the stencils, dropping through. It's literally just creating a little bit of a background. So that's my background piece, and I've already got my card made up as well, using, because I did go with the colours. And these are the colours from, do you know we're going to call it the Little Mermaid collection.
Oh, Mermaid Dreams.
Thank you, that one. The Mermaid Dreams collection, using some of those.
I like that, the Little Mermaid collection.
Look, I call it all the time. But that's creating your own little background paper, which I'm a massive fan of. I'm actually going to layer that up and then I'll add the ink to it afterwards. So first of all, I'm going to use my dotty tape pen when I can find it. There we go.
It's funny. I think it's funny that, you know, showing that background that you've done on there, Debbie, on today's Advent calendar video that I've done with, I won't say what's behind the door for anyone that's maybe not opened it or seen it yet. It does involve me doing an inky background, layering colour, and one of the stamps as well, a previous stamp as well, just to create a background. And it was blue, funny enough.
Never.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we must think on the same levels sometimes.
We must do.
That's what's really uncanny sometimes. You can see people's work and you think, oh my God, that's something I'd have created. Let's pop this on now. I've ripped it a little bit because I was on the heavy-handed side. Let's just say it as it is. These are beautiful dies. However, don't do a Debbie. and don't get heavy-handed with it. However, I think I can get away with it, Craig, because I can salvage it, as you can with anything, because I can just join it up with the glue. Now, I've just pulled it to the right-hand side and dropped it a little bit, again, for that lovely little hint of a drop shadow, apart from that bit at the top. Let me get my poker tool underneath it, just so I can get that shadow drop right. Don't think it's, oh God, don't think it's stuck down. Were you trying to kid, Debbie? There we go, that's better. It's not that I often say this, it's not that I'm a perfectionist, but I am.
But yeah.
It's got to be right, otherwise it don't feel, you know, it don't feel right.
Just doesn't know.
Teeny weeny bit of that drop shadow makes it look really, really quite cool. But again, it's going to look a little bit lost when you look at it. It's going to look a bit too stark, so I'm going to add a little bit of blue into the background as well. Excuse me.
I am ashamed to say I've got these dies, Debbie, and I've not used them once.
Are you kidding?
No.
I can't stop playing with them. I love these.
Nope.
Do you know my Love Heart's the favourite one of mine at the minute?
Is that the one that you like?
Oh my days, I love it. Absolutely love it. And I love this mystical feature to this one. And, well, there's a lot of these they can be the focal part of your card, which is what I wanted to keep with this this design. But these can be like little added accents. Do you know, we're thinking about like scrapbook frames and things like that where you could, and this can be extended, so you can extend this on. So I've got another piece here, and you could extend it just by adding it to. So you've got like, and then you've got it opposite end as well.
Okay.
So
great.
you can have a little play with them. And you can create some. I did a really long DL shaped size one with the Love Heart one, because they are fabulous, and lots of things that you can do with them. Now I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of blue into this, just to break it up a little bit, and in keeping with the colour. And again, just take one of my little finger daubers. Are these still in stock, by the way? Fabulous.
Back.
And I'm just going to pick out like a couple of these designs. I'm not going to do it on all of them. I'm just going to pick it out just a little bit. I think I might pop a little bit just on bottom at moon.
I love black and white.
Yeah,
and when
it
it comes
is.
to the scattered corners and borders, that little hint of the blue, so effective.
And that's the reason why I've chosen like a finger door, because I've got a bit more control into the area that I want to go into. There we go. Might just put a little bit on that bottom star as well. And it just gives it that little bit of a lift.
It does.
Just a little hint of a lift. And I did say I was going to keep it fairly simple. I mean, we've got a demo of the show vote to do. We've also got demo of the day. So I don't want to give Susie T like a bit of a meltdown here. So we'll do demo of the show in a second. Is that right, Nick? Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can do demo of the day, so we've got plenty of time to do all the counting and things like that too. All right, there we go. So I'm just going to add my little background piece into there. And then add the borders. And I've got myself a centre. Have I got my script? Debbie, all the way around. There we go.
And what you've done there is something I never do. I always do the opposite, and I might start to change it up. Mats and layers, I always put the dark layer to the back.
I sometimes do, but it's nice to change it up a little bit.
It is really, really nice.
And it's just to make it like these parts pop a little bit. Now, the debate is, which side do you have them on? Do you have them in that corner and the sentiment going across there? Or shall we have a little play around again and do it a slightly different way, and then add that going across? Oh, and add that going across there. Scrooge, I haven't stuck anything down, because this is what I'm like. I have a little play. Ooh. What do you think?
That.
Do you like that one?
I like that.
Yeah, we'll go with that one then.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one. So let's pop my corner piece.
Susie's saying, I can count fast, don't worry, Debbie. Thank you for always thinking of me.
Oh, I do, because I know, you know, it's awful to rush it as well, because I always feel like we don't give, like sometimes we don't give the makes that we've done the
Enough
amount of time that they need, and that's why I'm always conscious of it. So let's pop that into there. And plus it's a lot of pressure on the guys to search, not just because it's not just Facebook they're looking at, it's both.
Yeah, YouTube too.
Yeah, it's YouTube as well, so it's not always easy. And then let's just add that, because you are awesome, Craig. And there you go. Do you know what? I had actually made this to do with me manly, the masculine being one, yeah, but I didn't quite get to it, so I'm glad I got to do it.
You got to it.
Yeah, so there you go, because you are awesome.
That's
as
brilliant.
are these days.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So of course you had your masterclass masculine makes in the middle, but then what you've got is you'll be able to take a few of the ideas that Debbie done within Wake Up Call, and now that one as well. So we've got so many demos from throughout the day that's going to be kind of angled towards the masculine makes, and you can do that with that collection there, £50 or $70, with your platinum price £40 or $56, and on that today's price you are actually saving over 10%. Don't forget as well though, put in that promo code, your Xmas Inspire, to get that additional 5% off. Pop what you need in the basket and then take that 5% off it all. You've got up till midnight to use that code, but do shop wisely. Right, we're going to go over to Debbie right now and we're going to do a demo of the show. So Debbie, let's see your
I don't
makes.
have to choose, because I've
So
loved
am I.
every one of these makes, can I just say. Back to the beginning, number 1, which was the gorgeous Sheena butterflies. So that's number 1. Number 2 was our kaleidoscope dies, or the origami dies, so that's number 2. Number 3 was the confetti dies, which I absolutely love, so that's number 3. And then number 4, you've just seen us do with the scattered border and corner dies. So it's 4, 3, 2, or 1, and you get to decide. There you go.
Fantastic. So you've got a couple of moments to get your votes in for that one there, and then once we've found out what demo of the show is, we will then have a look at demo of the day. Now, while we wait on that first lot of the votes popping in, let's have a look at our Explorer kit here. Now, this is our box making Explorer kit. You can still use your extra 5% discount on this as well if you so wish. £35 or $45. Look at that saving. You're saving £33.95, 96. Give or take a penny between friends. Or for you guys stateside, $41.84. Look at that saving, exceptional. Now, if you're platinum, you're going to get it for £28 or $36, and then even less if you're using your code against it. We're going to be giving you your tape runner. Full-length tape runner. Now, remember, guys, as well, although we've got our new tape runner, the adhesive is exactly the same. Still the most incredible, strong quality. With this one here, it's the OG now calling it, and you've got your 22 metres in length. So you've got your straight tape runner. We're then going to be giving you your fabulous fuchsia. So that's your linen cardstock, 25 sheets, 250 GSM, and we can see there you've got your 5 colours. You've got that one. We are giving you your lace panel dies. Now, although those came with an original kind of outer die concept, you can see how you can be using these cut in. So if you do want to use them as kind of panels on the front of your cards, or maybe toppers, or to cut into additional box making dies, you can absolutely do that. But you've got that set there, and then for the actual box making, you've got your rolly up. So you've got your rolly up. So it's that one that is your prism treat box. Rolling up is something completely different. 16 elements on that one there. So you've got your prism box or Toblerone box. Now, if you do 6 of them, you can use the template at the bottom there, and you can do a roll up. 1, 2, 3, 4, it is 6. So you can use them individually, or you can do the roll up using 6 boxes that you've made. You've got the template as well. So that gives you your prism treat box. It gives you also your lace panel dies. It then gives you your 25 sheets of your linen card, and then it's also then going to be giving you your 22 metre in length tape runner. £35, $45 with your platinum price of £28 or $36. You'll find it on the website, but you will also find it on Shop the Day as well as everything else that we've been showing you. Just before we go over to Debbie for what she's away to show us, the result goes to, for demo of the show, Debbie, it goes to number 1.
Oh, my butterflies! No! I wanted to keep this! Thank you very much. I love butterflies, Greg, I'm not going to lie. Thank you very much. So, shall I bring that across to you?
You bring it over.
Okay, I'll bring that across to you and then you can do the vote.
I do think you might be going home with it.
Oh.
Not because that it's not beautiful. Any other day of the week, I would say, potentially, absolutely, Debbie, that would be a winner. You know.
You never know in this place, Greg. You never know.
You never know. You never know. But we've got 3 to choose from now. So this is for demo of the day. Now, Debbie's incredible make. So wake up call with their masterclass masculine makes, and then, of course, launch party. So number 1 with the Kingfisher. Number 2 with the Kingfisher as well. And that's the folder with the waxes. And then that one there is from the butterfly collection. So that's number 3. So 1, 2, 3. And this one is for demo of the day. So you've got a couple of minutes to get the votes in, and while those votes are being counted, we can go over to Debbie and see what she's got.
Well, yes, because I've got a 24-hour deal for you only, and it's the best ever price. We've brought these to you. These are limited edition, and it's what we launched during our birthday week, our birthday event. And of course, it's our luxury tote bag. I always say this one's such an handy one to have. And then the desktop tote bag in that limited edition print, which means that once they've gone, they've gone. Now look at the price, £50 or $60 for all 3. For all 3. Look at the platinum price. For £40, you can be taking home your really large one. I carry mine everywhere with me now because I had to go for limited edition. I love the print. And I will go and get it for you because I'll show you how much you can get in there. And that's for all 3 of these fabulous bags. Look at the platinum price, £40 or $48. Craig's been telling you as well about that code all day. Perhaps this is the time. And actually, I'm not sure it'll work on there, but what did Craig say earlier? Try it, because you never know. So you could get an additional saving on this tonight, which is that 12 days. Is it the last day today, Craig?
It is.
12 days of Christmas. Try it. You might get that extra additional one. I'm not sure how it works, but pop that code into there and you can see in there it's Xmas Inspire that you're going to pop in there in capitals as well, so it'll make it all work. But isn't this fabulous? I absolutely love this set. Hang fire, 'cause I'm going to get my large one because I carry my large one now with me absolutely everywhere. And bearing in mind, I've still got all my tools to put in from today. Oh, God.
Oh, gosh, don't trip.
I nearly went flying over Matt then.
Where there's blame, there's a claim.
Oh, seriously, my little heart just went ping up there, ping. Let me just show you. Let me move those out of the way just for the time being. Because you can get quite a lot in here. I carry quite a lot around with me. In terms of everything that I put in there, I've even got my little storage space at the back where I put all my little sponges and my ink pads. But if I just tilt it, you can see it holds quite a lot. This is tame for me, Craig. Tame.
It is.
I know you're probably thinking, really? But Craig saw the other one. It was jam-packed. I literally used to pick it up and get it around. But I've downsized. Well, I haven't really downsized. What I've done is I've popped some in there, and spread it all around, because you can do when you've got all 3. What an incredible price today to pick all 3, not one, all 3 up, £40 or $48 if you're in the Club Inspire Platinum membership level, which I just think is absolutely phenomenal to get every single one of them in the limited edition cheetah pink. It is divine, it really is. And I'm not the only one on the team that's got this gorgeous print. There's a lot of us that have. Absolutely incredible, it really is. 1, 2, 3, all 3 for that fabulous, and it really is a fabulous price. But it is only 24 hours, this deal. So it's only for 24 hours. Did that start from today?
Yes.
Okay, so there's not much time left now then, really. So if it's something that you've been eyeing up and you thought, you might be today at that fabulous price.
Yeah, for
and you can put that code in and try that code as well.
Yeah, definitely. What I would say, I'm going to go out on a limb here, Debbie. These launch in birthday events, so I can't see why the code wouldn't work for that. Code should work.
Yes.
It should work. It's not a relatively new launch.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
Give it give it a shot. Right, before I'm going to show you what I'm going to show you here, let's do demo of the show. So straight off the bat, Debbie, let's say, well, it's not number one.
Ooh.
So, is it? Sorry, James. Sorry, I was trying to do it in a shot there. Always told, just leave it. Whoever's on camera will deal with the shot. Are you going home with the butterfly or not? Unfortunately, you have to make room, Debbie, for another card, because that's going home with you.
Yay!
You've got that one.
Do you know what, though? Isn't it show you sometimes the simplest of things can be the ones that you fall in love with the most? And I did, when I first did it, I was like, oh my God, I love this card. But yeah, I'm really pleased that has, because it looks absolutely phenomenal. And a completely different take on that Kingfisher to what we've normally done.
And I know you said kind words about the craft along I'm doing on Thursday. I'm going out there and I'm looking at the side here. I know we've still got a few days to go. Demo of the week for me. Demo of the week. Absolutely demo of the week with that. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely love how you've done it and turned it into a male masculine card. So yeah, that is it. Demo of the day is now done. So what we are then going to do is let's have a little look at our intricate tool set here, because this is another cracking buy as well. You're going to get all 6 pieces here. You're going to get it for $17.49 or $29.49. Saving over 25%. You've got a saving of $13.99. Savings. You're spending $13.99, which is incredible, or $23.59, and you can use that code as well. Let's have a look. You've got your 3 reels of your low-tack tape, where you're getting them on the dispenser too. You're getting your die release tool, you're getting the sponge mat, and you're getting 3 of the replacement heads. You already get a head in there, so that's 4 in total. We're giving you a 2-pack of the pokey tools, that's in there. We're also giving you a 22-metre in length straight tape runner, that's in there. And then we're also giving you a 10-pack of your Centura Pearl. Centura Pearl with a hint of silver, and that is a 10-pack, 310 GSM. You're going to get that one as well. So at the platinum price, $13.99 or $23.59. And then if you do want to put that code in, of course you can do. That's going to give you an extra 5% when it comes to that code. So if anything between what Debbie was showing you with the bags there and that tool set, that's a good one to take advantage. If there is nothing on the show today that you've seen because you've already got it all, then the tool set, the storage bags, these are also good because you don't want to miss out, of course, on that code. So you can check that one out. So from the intricate tool sets to pictures.
Oh, I love a
Let's
picture.
have a look. Anne sent us pictures in from her confetti. Oh my God, what a good idea.
Amazing. I have never looked at that die and thought of a wreath.
Can I just say on Wake Up Call on Thursday, if you see something similar, then it's down to you, Anne.
So cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Absolutely love
That's fabulous,
that.
Anne. Love that.
Thank you for that one, Anne. I am going to just remind myself of your name, Anne, so that I can give you the shout out if you see that happening on Thursday. That's a really good idea. Thank you for that one, Anne. Rosalind as well, with our big creative cards that we launched at Halloween, just before Halloween. Love that one with the Cosy Cottage.
Beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Absolutely beautiful.
Really love that one. A mix of the different card stocks. And then, so Rosalind sent in us a few. We've only got time to show one of them, but we wanted to show one of them, Rosalind. This is a good one with your pattern papers, Debbie. How smart's that?
Oh my God, Rhonda, I love it. Oh my days, that is fabulous. I love that.
Brilliant.
That
Great
is
idea.
fabulous. Thank you for sharing, Rhonda. That is incredible. I love that.
Brilliant one. And Stacey has sent in her card as well.
Oh,
look at that one.
Beautiful.
So, I know from our Sparkling Winter that Sarah had on HSN and QVC UK, and thank you, Stacey. She said she was inspired by one of the videos that I done from that one there. Love your take on that with that panel down the middle. Absolutely beautiful. Your card is absolutely stunning. I'm taking nothing away with it, but I do like your vase in the background as well. That's really quite nice. I like the way you've just done that picture. Taking that picture there. Actually, your blinds are nice too, quite like them. Stacey, I'll give you an email later on, but that is a beautiful card. Really, really beautiful card. Thank you so much for sending them all in. We're just about to run out of time in a moment, but Debbie, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We will see you again.
I've really enjoyed it.
At the weekend, yeah?
Yes, I'm back on Saturday, Sunday. I'm like a bus. One don't come for age, and then three come at once. I'm in for 3 days. Saturday, Sunday on that side, Monday on this side again. So I'm really looking forward to it. So yes, I've got a couple of days off.
Excellent,
Spend
enjoy.
some time with the family, so I'm really loving it. I've got the ruler, Craig, because I've remembered I was away to pack it in my bag and thought,
Okay.
oh my God, Tracy will be frisking me on the way out. So that's the ruler that I need to give back to you.
Yeah, she always frisks me every single time. That's usually because I take foam pads. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you as well to Rachel, not Rachel, Hayley this morning, and Susie, Tracy as well, and then Nicola and James. I will be about tomorrow, but you'll see me and Ben back together again on Crafters TV on Thursday for Wake Up Call, and then that craft along. Have a lovely rest of the day, and we'll see you then. Bye.